Hi guys, I'm Alex from Mason Lifestyle. I hope everybody's doing well, getting ready for the holiday weekend. If you're celebrating Happy Hanukkah, and if you're celebrating Christmas coming up this weekend, Merry Christmas. Guys, I'm still working on this pattern, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been working on it. It's taken me a little while to fit it, but I'm actually really happy with the direction that it's going. So I'm hoping to have a pattern review and pictures for you. Hopefully next week. I'm almost done with the lining, then hemming, and of course, a really good press. But I had mentioned last weekend that I had to do on a Black Friday fabric haul, and I'll put a link above. So I got a lot of fabrics for everyday apparel, pants, t-shirts, just things that I know that I will wear again and again and again and again and again. And this time around, I know that of course Joann's had sales on their patterns for the big four. But I've been really targeting indie patterns and really looking at some of the indie patterns that I know that I will make again and again and again and again and again and again. Like, for example, the Marlowe sweater from True Bias. I've talked about the pattern numerous times, and I've made myself now 3 of those. So those are kind of like what I'm calling the tried and true patterns that you pay for them and you make them numerous times, and I can make it for my daughter, I can make it for myself, I can make it for my mom, and I know it'll fit. It'll be a great pattern, a quick make. So I really made a list and checked it twice. And I really made sure that if I'm going to invest in any indie patterns, that it's on something that I'm going to make. Of course, another criteria that was really important for me, and I'm sure it is for all of you too, is that these patterns were on sale, just because, of course, inflation is happening. So if you haven't gone to the grocery store, I'm sure you are feeling it there. So I wanted to make sure that if I'm going to be investing in these patterns, that of course that I also tried my best to find these on sale. And of course, Black Friday came along, and of course, for the exception of like Classic Core and Mega Nielsen, Classic Core usually does their sale like almost end of October, early November, which is very smart of them. Obviously, people still have a little bit of cash laying around, and they are not competing with everybody else that is doing Black Friday sales for fabric, for patterns. So, very smart of them. So, I'll start with them. So I went ahead and got, and I'll put a picture up. And of course, I'll put pictures of all of this on my blog for all of these patterns and links for all of this if you like any of these. And if you have them already, let me know. Do you like it? Do you not love it? Have you made it? Have you not made it? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so I'll start with the Classic Core. So guys, I purchased the LED dress. It is a wrap dress. It comes in 2 different lengths. It is a knockoff of a Reformation dress. I actually purchased it. I know that I'll be making this pattern for myself, but I know that my daughter has a couple of activities coming from high school and graduating, so she will want a couple of dresses, and this felt like a good dress to make for her, probably in a shorter length, but something if she goes to a school dance that she can move around and still look appropriately dressed for her age. Great pattern. I'm thinking to have in your stash, whatever size you are. It looks beautiful on so many people. If you've made it, let me know in the comments below if you like it. I would definitely love to know about that. I also, of course, went through True Bias. They were having a sale. Guys, if you've been following True Bias, they barely ever have a sale. Unless they release a pattern, they do a sale when that happens. But throughout the year, they have really no other sales. Maybe May they may have a sale. But I know that they do have a sale for Black Friday. So I went ahead and picked up the Loto dress. I know it is an old pattern. And guys, a lot of these are older patterns. They've been on my list of whenever you have a little extra cash, go get that pattern if it's on sale. So the Loto dress, I went ahead and got it. It's a beautiful dress, V-neck. I know that it's probably one of these patterns that you can draft on your own, but guys, Drew Bias blog fits me beautifully. So I went ahead and got it. I also got the Southboard dress, which it is sleeveless, so definitely can probably wear it with a cardigan or wear it on its own. Great little dress to just summer, walk about, spring, depending on different prints. So I thought that this was also a really nice one. Showed it to my daughter. She also loved it. So again, I just have to find perhaps like a fun print for her and make her one. I have a lot of the True Biases patterns, not all of them, I will say that, but a good amount of them, and I'm very happy with the drafting. They're beautifully done, so I definitely went ahead and got those too. I don't know if you guys have heard about Solala patterns. I talked about them during my video for great patterns for coat patterns for beginners. They are awesome, and they had a sale on 2 patterns that they had just released that week of Black Friday. So I went ahead and got the Zoe coat, and guys, I talked about this pattern. It is very similar to the Marlowe sweater from True Bias, but not quite. The Marlowe sweater from True Bias is for knits. The Zoe coat from Solala Patterns, it's actually for wovens. And one of the fabrics that I had showed you last week, that was that Rachel Comey dead stock fabric that I got from Mood. It's going to become a Solala coat. I have lining for it. Definitely one to make. And it is so cold. I told you guys many times I sew in the basement of my home, and it gets a little cold down here. So I wear a lot of cardigans and a lot of layers down here during the winter, and it is happy as can be. I also got the Mara top from them. It is a knit t-shirt, but it had a really fun sleeve details. It actually had 2 sleeve details, so I went ahead and got it. Both of these patterns were under $10 each. Of course, she is out, I believe, in Germany or Belgium, one of those two. One of those European countries. I'm not even sure, but I know that once I bought them, and you figure out the price in US dollars, that it came under $10. So I felt that was a pretty good deal. I think they were 20% off each. So I was in for that. I also got the Nova coat from Paper Cut Patterns, and I actually had a wool fabric for it. But after doing this pattern and doing a lot of stripe matching on both directions and crazy sleeves, I'm thinking that perhaps I'm just going to use a plain wool for that. So I'm going to put the Nova coat on the side. Again, it's a very old pattern from Paper Cut Patterns. They were having it an anniversary sale or 20% off sale. So I went ahead and got it. It gets great reviews. There's sew-alongs online. The invitations seem pretty easy, so I have to just print out the pattern. And they have it in different fabrics, from like wool. They have it in linen. So definitely I have to find something. For it, it is lined. I don't know. I haven't looked to see if you can make this unlined. Have you guys made that coat? Let me know in the comments below if you have. It looked like a good one. Perhaps even something with like no buttonholes or any of that. But I love the sleeve. I love kind of like that cocoon shape of it. So definitely one to make, maybe perhaps in like February when it's really, really, really cold. So that's the only thing I got from Paper Cut Patterns. I looked at some of their other patterns, but I didn't really care for any of them. So, or perhaps I had something already in my stash that could fit the bill. So I went ahead and passed up on that. I also got some patterns from Atelier Jupe. guys, and they sell a lot of beautiful fabrics. They are in Belgium. Um, beautiful, beautiful fabrics, and one of the kinds that it's like you really need a sale when those fabrics come around. But I saw this lady, or I don't know what her real name is, but her Instagram name is Love Lucy. And I see her in Minerva's website posting reviews, and she had this beautiful Frida blouse. It was just so beautiful. I actually went ahead and bought that fabric. I'm still waiting for fabric from Minerva because they are having the Royal Mail in the United Kingdom. They are having strikes throughout the whole month of December. So I'm definitely feeling it, but it's okay. I'm not looking to make that pattern right away. I'm thinking it'll be something that I make perhaps in like March, April, starting to get ready for spring. So I bought that fabric. It's on the way. I bought something else from Minerva, so I can't wait to get it. And it's going to be an Agnes top from Tilly and the Buttons. It's probably one of my tried and true t-shirt patterns. I love it. But I bought the Frida blouse pattern. And I also bought the Zoe blouse with a V neckline. And again, both of those are wovens. So I know I got fabric for those. And here you saw all the fabric that I got and that I got from all of those stores last week. So I got plenty of fabric to keep me busy till I would say like March. There was a lot of fabric, and of course I still have fabric in my stash that is just waiting for me to use it. So I'm really gonna try to focus to just go through my entire stash before I keep adding to it. So I got those two from Atelier Jupe. And then Megan Nielsen was having, or actually they're still having it, but I know they're having the 12 Days of Christmas. And I went ahead and she had every day for 24 hours. She has something new that she is doing. So the other day it was buy one, get one free. So I went ahead and got the Brumby skirt, which is again, one of those older patterns. It's been around for quite some time, but I thought it was a great pattern, especially me in the summer, spring. I love wearing skirts with just a t-shirt and just going about my day. Super comfortable. I loved that. They made it in like a denim fabric, and also that you can make it in like a beautiful viscose or even challis. So definitely that's something to make. I also got the Jera sweater, which I looked at it and I'm like, you know, you get a lot of versions with this pattern, so I really liked it. And of course, I have to say that every time you have a pattern like this, it is so ripe for doing a ton of hacking on it. So I went ahead and got it. And if you guys don't follow me in Minerva, go ahead and follow me there. I just did a sew along for their Billy from Tilly and the Buttons. Great pattern, super hackable too. So I got the Jera, the Brumby skirt. I also got the Ash jeans. I've been meaning to make myself some stretch jeans, but I loved it that they have a little bit of a flare view. So I went ahead and got that. I'm hoping to make that. Let's see if I can hope to make that probably like the first week in January. So wish me luck on that, because you guys know how extensive and time consuming making jeans are, especially not including all the fitting you got to do for that. And I also got the Reeve Lounge set from Megan Nielsen, which I don't like to wear a lot of. It just looks like a lounge set, more like pajamas. And I'm not one to wear that the entire day around my house, because I like to get up and just get moving and exercise. But I thought this is like a nice little set, perhaps even for summer, right? Maybe make it into like a nicer fabric, maybe like even like a cotton lawn, and just go about life. So guys, did you get any patterns this past Black Friday, what was that, 2, 3 weeks ago, almost a month ago? Did you get any patterns? Let me know in the comments below. And have you made any of these patterns yourself? Again, a lot of these have been around for quite some time, but I still have not tried them. Let me know in the comments below. And of course, I'm going to try to do a pattern review for this pattern next week. I will say I am glad I did not do a so long for this. It's not a difficult pattern at all. At least it's not for me. I've made plenty of coats. It's not a difficult pattern, but I've really enjoyed my time making this pattern and taking my sweet old time with it and fitting it and all that good stuff. So that will be for sure next week. But let me know in the comments below if you got any patterns. And guys, I am wishing you all a very, very, very Merry Christmas. If you are celebrating Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful time with your friends and family. And thank you for being there. Thank you for watching. I'm so appreciative. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And guys, I will see you next week.